Lava Lounge on Hot FM Lagos.
Mr. Easy featuring Tubaba. The song is called Sufferhead, and my name is Chacha, your happy fairy. I'm here. Welcome to the happy hour. I also called it hashtag Chat with Chacha, where you get to tell me anything you want. I'm here to be echo whatever it is that you want me to be echo for you. Sell your market, whatever it is. Send shout outs. Who are you trying to reach out to? Hit me up on the number 081-800-89933, and also make sure you make some requests. I've got Runtown coming up with emotions.
Lava Lounge on Hot FM Lagos.
We got Whiskers Get to Love right there on Hot 3.3. My name is Chacha, the happy fairy. I'm here with you till 3 p.m. And at this hour, I've got a special guest in the studio with me. You know, it's Woman Crush Wednesday, and today happens to be for the leading ladies. I've got the beautiful, the amazing Becca in the studio. Hi.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
It's great to see you here.
Good to be here.
You're so beautiful. My
Thank
goodness.
you.
Like,
You
when you walked in,
too.
I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, this is real. This is not Photoshop. But this is all fresh, natural.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You know something? I'll tell you something for free. For the longest, you were the only female Ghanaian artist that I knew. I don't know how it is that I knew only you.
Aww.
I don't. But it was ridiculous because when I think about Ghana, and I'm thinking about female, it's just Becca.
Oh boy.
I'm like, wow. And I happened to meet you sometime in Ghana. I was like 18.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was an artist manager back then, and I was in Ghana to promote the song.
Oh.
And I came to your house with Osage.
Oh my God.
Many
years ago.
Yes,
Oh
it was
my
a long time
goodness.
ago.
Yeah.
But it's great to see you
It's
here.
good to be here.
And you're in
wow.
Nigeria.
You're 18. I feel so old.
No, I'm 27 now.
You are okay.
Yeah, so I'm not 20.
I'm still a few years older than you.
Yes,
anyway.
but it's great to see you. You don't
It's good
look,
to be
I
here.
don't think you look any different. You just look nicer, but
Wow.
you don't look different.
That is amazing. That's so good to hear.
Yeah, thank
Fantastic.
you for
Thank
being
you.
here. Welcome to Nigeria, by the way.
Thank you very much for having me
How
here.
long have you been here for?
Just a few days.
Okay, so how's it
days.
been so far?
So far, so good. I mean, this is my home away from home. So
Yeah, this is now your
I'm
second
sort
home.
of
I
used
mean,
to it, yes.
we plucked you from Ghana.
You
into
plucked
Nigeria.
me. Oh.
We got you.
Plucked me.
But it's a good thing that you're here. I've never had a conversation with you,
No.
so I could easily just Google whatever it is that I want to ask you. But it's better to hear from the horse's mouth. How is it that you are so incredible with music? Like, what has been your journey so far? I know you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah.
Your name is stamped in the Ghanaian music industry
Right,
and in
yes.
Nigeria as well.
Yes.
So how is it that you've maintained your relevance from the time you started to now?
Well, that's really that's an interesting question, but it's quite an easy question.
Yeah.
It's just continuous hard work.
Okay.
Not feeling that you're there yet is the thing that humility, honestly, is that the whole process for me. I feel like every day is a new start for me. And every time I come up with a single, I don't just throw it out there.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to push it, and I feel like it's the first time I've ever released a song. So it's just that, telling yourself that you need to work harder, push yourself harder, and do better every time. Honestly, that's what's kept me in this industry for so long. Because a lot of people come and they go,
Yes.
and they go.
Yes.
But I've just told myself, this is the profession that I know. Do you understand? So I'm going to put in my best. This is what I love to do. So every time and every day is a new thing, new day for me.
That is something that I actually have at the back of my head. Every day I should just feel it's fresh.
It's fresh.
And you
It's
never
new.
get tired.
And you never get tired. When you feel like it's fresh, you feel like this is a new start. You never get tired. You don't relax too much. Of course, it's life. Live your life. Do whatever you want to do. But remember, the hard work pays off.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. Every person that is successful out there works really, really, really hard.
True.
Whether it's an entertainment industry or not. If
True.
you check it, they work really, really hard.
Some people actually feel that when they see you at the top, they're like, where did you come from? Is it not the same thing? They don't know that there's so much effort that you
gosh.
put into everything.
A whole lot.
Creative process for you.
Yes.
It takes a while.
It does.
So how long does it take
It does.
to make one music?
Well, it depends on the kind of music it is. It depends on if it's a collaboration. It just really honestly just depends on the song. And then the creative mindsets as well. Some songs come easy. You know, if you're the one writing, you know, sometimes it takes a long time to write. Sometimes it takes a very short time to write. If somebody's writing a song for you as well, sometimes you have to see. If you write a song for me, I change so many words in there.
You make it your own.
I'm making my own thing because I feel like it should suit my brand. It should be something that I want to say or sing. Yeah. And so I go through that. So it really depends on the you know, your thought process at that time. Okay. Sometimes you can just go to the studio and do a song in a day. Yeah. And sometimes it takes you 6 months to come up with that one record. So it really just depends, you know, on how you feel, your mindset, and everything.
There's no particular time.
There isn't at all.
But you know something? I was, before you walked in here, I was going through Insta, and I saw a post, somebody's picture. The person says there was one side, it was a man and a woman in a race. And the man had this racetrack. There was nothing in front of him. And then the woman had snakes. She had holes. She had everything like spikes, saying that our race is different. Do you actually feel that there's a difference between being a female in the entertainment industry and being a male in the entertainment industry?
Genetically, I mean, it's biologically, everything is different. You know, men are different from men. And women are totally different from women. So that is 100% true. However, when it comes to, you know, the sort of things that women face, you know, in the industry and men face in the industry, I feel like also that 100%, you know, and it's arguably, you know, you can say that women have to work harder than men do work. You know, we put in more efforts, and sometimes, you know, it's like we feel like we're still not there yet. We feel like we need to put in more effort. And honestly, because women naturally feel and we're not. We feel like we're a weaker vessel. We feel like, you know, we're there's a man before the woman. But then again, it's all about the mindset. You know, there can be all those challenges in front of you, trust me, but if you're able to overcome them, you know, if you're saying, I'm going to throw that snake away, I'm going to throw this away, I'm going to do it, you can make it. And it's not, and when that as well is arguable, you can argue, because you can debate it, because it's not just women who face a lot of challenges, men also face challenges. True. You know, so I do not always want to, you know, compare women, you know, describe women as the weaker vessels, or you know, we're the ones that have things going on, because everybody does. At the end of the day, like I keep saying, it's how hard you can work yourself, how hard you can push yourself, that takes you there. And clear mind, I'm telling you, like, I roll with clear mind. You know, I keep telling people all the time that the most important thing is that you're working hard and you're good. You're kind to yourself and you're kind to others. You know, do what's good. When you know inward that you're doing what's good, you know, I think that things just it's at ease. Really,
I get that clear mind, because there's a point when in my life I used to hold a grudge against somebody. I used to feel like there was something. Till I just let it go.
And women have that a lot. Like, we're always, you know, we keep it. Men will like argue right now, and the next minute they're like, chale, you know, everything. But women, oh my God, you can keep it for a year. And you know what? A long time. And you know, the thing is that you don't know how bad it is. When you have an issue with somebody and you don't trash it out now, right? It gets worse. And the more it builds and builds and builds, and it gets so bad that it may, you know, a whole family line, you know, can just be, you know, not talking or having a problem just because their mother or their grandmother or great grandmother had a little issue with that family. So funny enough, women we're that strong. So strong that we can let generations upon generations not even talk.
Okay, I feel that. But in the meantime, if you have any questions to ask Becca, she's with me for a bit. You can send a message to the WhatsApp portal 081-800-89933. I want to, you know, cool down, like let some people calm down. A lot of people are stuck in traffic. I've been getting messages, so let me let them chill now with this song. You featuring Kiss Daniel. Yes, it's called Gina. I'll be right back.
Lava Lounge on Hot FM Lagos.
Right there is a tune. It's called Gina, and I have the amazing Becca with me. I'm all smiles because she's here. I'm just in awe. I'm just like, I'm just like, oh, okay. Becca is here with me. And look, I always wanted to ask you this. You have strong vocals. Like, it feels, I don't know. It just feels like when you sing, it commands attention. You need to listen. If you're doing something else, you're just like, you know what's that? So do you have any routine that you use for your voice, or do you have any vocal training that you go through daily or monthly or on your own before you perform?
Well, there's always vocal training. I mean, even in the mornings. I mean, I think the people don't even know that even waking up in the morning and singing is a part of training as well. Because when you don't sing for a while, your voice just goes still. So you need to just keep practicing. especially before, now I'm not as rigorous as I used to be. Even jogging was a part of it because I need to stamina. For stamina, I'll do maybe 3 or 4 miles a day. I still work out, which is really, really important for your voice, for stamina, for stage persons. There's certain things you need to go through. There always the breathing. Sorry, guys, breathing like a dog. That's what they say. You
breathing like a dog.
Yeah, all those things are workouts, because you need to open the diaphragm in order to be able to sing properly. So there's a lot of things you go through as a vocalist.
I'm sure if I were watching you do your vocal training, I'll probably be laughing.
No, you will laugh throughout. Trust me, you laugh throughout. In the beginning, I was like, "You really want me to be like?"
I'll be too embarrassed to do that.
But then you're alone there with the teacher, so usually you do it. And sometimes you stand in front of the mirror, you're doing it yourself, So,
I hardly keep a straight face. I don't think I'll be able to do it. First of all, I don't even know. I don't like stress.
You don't like
I don't
stress
work
to be.
out. I can't see. Look, I remember when I used to play basketball, I used to work out. Yeah. Then because I was playing basketball, because I know I'm gonna play with people who have more stamina. But now I'm too lazy. I don't even know.
I work out 5 times a week. I think the only time I haven't worked out is this week, because I've been here promoting the song. But I do Monday to Friday. I don't do Saturday and Sunday. But not saying that. There's certain days that I would do maybe 3 times a week. Mm-hmm. But I can go, 5 times a week. Just carrying weights and doing everything. So
I can't.
Maybe you can just do. You don't have to do 5. You can just do 3 times or 2 times.
I'm not doing.
Do it at home. Do it at home, Sha. Do it. Just hold the bed and do your own thing.
It's stress. But let's talk about Afrobeats. There's something that is happening now. There's a new wave. I feel like these days, foreign people abroad, people outside Africa are trying to tap into, African sound.
They are tapping in.
So what do you think about that? How does it make you feel when you see someone from, miles away, oceans away, in a different time zone, doing something African? How does that make you feel?
Oh, it makes me so happy.
Yeah?
It makes me, I get overwhelmed seeing those kind of things. When I hear a Beyonce song and I'm like, oh my God, that's pure Afrobeat, right? She's even trying to sing like us, that makes me really excited. It just shows that African music is traveling far, really, really far. And, it means that we are going to stamp that footprint of African everywhere we go. And it's going to be everywhere. And I think it's fantastic. It's really amazing. I love it. I think it's a good thing.
All right.
100%.
All right. That's amazing. So now that you're here, I have one valid question to ask you. This is, I think this is actually the most important question of this, conversation, because there's been so much drama between Ghana and Nigeria over and out about jollof rice. And now that you're married to a Nigerian man, so I will have you, I will have you answer this question. Now, we plucked you from Ghana. You were the flower we went there to pick into our own garden. And you guys always compete, and we're tired. I'm tired. Every day, I'm actually tired. So now, which one is better? Nigerian jollof or Ghanaian jollof? I'm looking at, what do you mean both? No, you have to pick.
Let me tell you my new invention. I mix Ghana jollof and Ghanaian jollof, and I eat it both together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a political answer.
The difference is usually our rice, So I take a bit of the Ghanaian rice and then a bit of the Nigerian rice, and I mix it together, and it's yummy.
Is that not greed?
Of course now. It's a real world. Let's be greedy.
Okay.
I have I've been to Nigeria since before I got married, and I've always liked Nigerian jollof. I was born in Ghana, I grew up with Nigerian Ghana jollof. I grew up with Ghana jollof. So honestly, for me, I think there should be a new creation where we all emerge, and do Ghana Nigeria jollof or something like that. So if you go, there can be Ghana jollof, Nigeria jollof, and you can have the Ghana Nigeria jollof.
Becca,
as well.
I apologize, but I don't think
you don't think
that.
so.
No,
well,
we even had one country trying to come into the drama. Was it Senegal or something? Was it Senegal?
But you know what?
You
know what? Jollof rice. Have you read the history of jollof rice?
It's from Senegal.
It's from Senegal.
Well, it's not about who did it first. It's who does it better.
It's from Senegal, but who made it popular? Okay. Ghana and Nigeria.
So, let's go away. Aside the rice, to be very honest, at some point, I would go on socials and would see that. I don't know if it's a rivalry thing, but I believe Nigeria and Ghana, we're more like brothers and sisters.
We are 100%.
Yes, we are. And what would you say is the similarity between Nigerians and Ghanaians? Because over time we see people fighting. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the competition is that we see on socials every time. So what would you say as a Ghanaian? What would you say that, you know what, this is the similarity. This is us, between us. This is why we're actually one.
Wait, there's just so many things, you know. Aside the fact that we're black, aside the fact that we have red blood streaming through our veins, aside the fact that we're neighbors, we're so close, we're neighbors. I think that there's so many things, you know. We have beautiful women, we have some really handsome men. We both speak Pidgin in different kinds of ways, and I think that in general, what we have in common is that we're all African.
Yeah,
you know, we're all African, and that is one of the. I think that is amazing. We can't throw that away. Whether you're from Ghana or from Nigeria, you are African, and that African blood just flows through your veins. You know, so we're similar in so many ways, and I think that when you are siblings, you know, siblings tend to fight a lot.
Yes, my
so
sister.
I think that is the thing, you know. They love each other. Listen, you cannot go and touch my. I don't touch a Nigerian man in front of me or a woman. I'm telling you, you're in trouble with me.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that Nigerians will also fight for Ghanaians all the time.
Even if sometimes we'll just
that
pretend,
is
but
the
we'll always do
beauty
that.
about it. When you're siblings, you fight, but you know that you guys love each other so much. You know, so that's it.
I actually don't think Nigerians can do it without Ghanaians.
Neither can we do without Nigerians.
You know, sometimes I have a friend that she could just be laying down on her bed and she messaged me and she says, "I just want to fight." So I think that's the love between Nigerians. You just want to look for trouble.
I'm like, you know what? I haven't fought in a week. I need to fight with you.
Yes, I need to fight with somebody. But aside that, there's something about Ghanaian music industry. Shatawale said something, and he said, the Ghanaian industry needs more men like your husband. What did he mean by that? You haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah,
not
like
yet.
he actually said, the Ghanaian industry needs more men like, or rather needs men like, your husband's name is Dr. Toby
yes.
Daniel. Yes, he said they need more men like him. And I'm wondering, what does that mean?
Well, I think it's two things. I think that, you know, the first thing, let me just come to the music part where I'm good. I know Shatawale, I'm good friends with him. He's met my husband as well. He knows how musically inclined my husband is, you know. He's a doctor of economics. He's a chartered accountant, chartered banker. He just studies so much. However, he understands the, you know, what entertainment entails, you know, the ins and outs of entertainment. And he's had a conversation with me before where, you know, Shatta was like, oh my God, I didn't know this was there. I didn't understand this. I didn't know this. And so I think he tapped a lot of knowledge from him.
Yeah.
You know, and that made him think that we need more people like this in the music industry. You know, people who have a vast knowledge and understanding of what music is, how we can be able to make money out of the music, not just going on stage to play gigs, you know, how to plug in our music, how to promote, market our music, how to, you know, brand yourself properly so you are appealing to, you know, people out there who want to endorse you. So I think they went through the whole process for hours and hours of conversation.
And you get that for free at home.
Yes, for free. And he talks to me all the time as well that he thinks I found an amazing husband, because I found a lot of girls do not want to get married in the industry because they feel like their life is just going to come to a halt, you know. You know, they're going to have children and their husbands are not going to understand them and they probably want them to stay home and cook food for them. So he tells me all the time that I think you have an amazing husband who understands you and what exactly you want to do, you know, with your music career. So I think he was more of the musical, like, you know, he learns so much about music, you know, and how much we can make this without knowing we can make
the shmoney.
Shmoney.
I bet you get all of those things for free, and you're like, you know what?
I get it for free, you know. You're like, every time.
Sometimes
of the day.
you even be disturbing. You talk, open your mouth and speak.
Listen, I'm not gonna. It's not because it's my husband, right? I think he's one of the smartest men on earth, or if not the smartest man on earth. He's really smart, and that's what I like about him. You know, he's stylish. You know, he's fun. He's inclined, but he's still fun.
Must be nice.
Yes,
must be nice. That came out of jealousy. Mine must be nice. I'm like, okay, yes, all right, cool. But you know something? We're talking about music. We're talking about learning every time. And you have the song featuring Tiwa Savage.
Yeah.
The queen. Two queens on one track. How dope is this about to be? How long did it take for this song to come up?
For the song to come out, it took us about 2 months or about 2 to 3 months for the song to come out.
Yeah.
However, doing the song didn't take long at all. She recorded in about a day or two, and then, you know, I also recorded. I took my time to record because I was putting everything together. But in general, I would just say that from start of the song to coming out to getting permits and everything took about 2.5 months.
Okay.
3 months. Yeah.
All right. So, what do you think? What was your first listen? What was when you heard everything all together, perfectly mixed and mastered? What was the first thing that came to your head when you heard it?
I knew instantly that this was an amazing song. I
Okay.
knew that this song was going to make an impact, especially on women.
Okay.
You know, I knew that this was the ultimate wedding song that everybody would play at their weddings.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So if you were going to introduce this song, because we're about to play it, I will be right back. I see you have a couple of things to ask you. So introduce the song to everyone listening.
Oh gosh. Hi Lagos, hi Nigeria. This is your girl Becca from Ghana. We're here at Hot 93.3 FM.
Ooh.
And you're about to listen to my new song, Becca featuring Tiwa Savage. Yes, I do. Enjoy it.
Lava Lounge on Hot FM Lagos.
Brand new song from Becca featuring Tiwa Savage. Right there is called Yes I Do. 13 minutes before we clock 3. But you know something about weddings. I'm thinking about my own wedding right now. It's coming up pretty soon.
Yes, Mama.
I couldn't say that with a straight face. I tried to lie to myself. But it's a good one. If you have a wedding coming up, I'm sure you already know your DJ has to update his or her playlist with a song by Becca. I love it. It reminds
Thank
me
you.
of weddings. I want to go to
Yes.
a wedding, but not mine. But in the meantime, let's talk about females. You have the song with Tiwa Savage, and a lot of times people mainly say that there's not enough love between female entertainers or women in the industry. Is that something that applies to Ghana as well, or or rather, have you ever been in a situation, or have you heard that people don't have enough love between each other as females?
Well, I think it's not just an entertainment thing. I think women
Yeah.
in general have that issue where we feel like we always turn competition that is supposed to be good, that is supposed to push us forward, into negativity, and I feel like that needs to change. However, I feel like now women are recognizing the fact that we need each other, and so people are trying as much as possible to collaborate with their friend, with their sisters, with their colleagues, and make sure that especially in the entertainment industry, because we need ourselves. It's really
Yes.
100% important. Men collaborate all the time and it's successful, and I hate the fact that people say all the time that, oh, when a woman collaborates, it's not successful, it doesn't work, and so people have instilled that in their heads, even as women.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we're able to just trash that out of the way, women can do so much when we come together, and it's going to happen. I've done a few things in Ghana already where I invited majority women to my album list, my viewing of this music video with Tiwa Savage, and trust me, every woman in the music industry was there.
Aw.
Every single was there, and it was fun. We didn't come there to cross our legs, and do like shakara there. No. Everything was fun. Everybody was just having fun, and I think that was great. And it gave us an opportunity and a chance to talk about business ideas and plans and how we want things to go. So yes, that notion is there. But competition is good. However,
Yes.
to what extent are we going to take that competition? And it's up to us women to change that whole thing. And we're looking forward to changing it. I have a lot of sisters here in this industry.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, aside Tiwa, there's Yemi, there's Shay, there's Nini
Niniola.
Ola. That's my girl. I have a song with her.
Yeah.
Already. That's gonna come up pretty soon. So I think that most of the girls here, even Omami and YJ, that in the past, I love them so much because I grew up listening to them. We are together gonna make this work.
Yes, yes,
And so
women, girl
let's just
power.
throw that away. Let's throw that away. Let's throw the whole idea of girls coming together doesn't work away, and let's come together and see what happens. Magic. The men will be running away from
They
us.
will actually. I always say this is on Wednesdays. I dedicate my Wednesdays to women. That's why I like
Oh,
to even talk to.
fantastic.
And I started this show. You're the second person that I tagged,
Oh,
Leading Lady. I
wow.
started a Wednesday trend where I'm just going to be having women that I think are.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because I just feel like women don't get enough credit,
Ah.
and it's not.
We don't.
It's not feminism
It's not.
or anything, but I just feel like women need to be promoted more.
We need to be.
And a lot of times, a lot of women are insecure about stuff because we're soft and words get to us. So this question I want to ask you is, something about, there's a time when, there was a period when they say light-skinned girls were the ones who had more favors, or who are the ones, or people were trying to be light-skinned.
In all
Did you
music videos?
yeah, did you at any point feel the need to, be light-skinned, to be lighter or anything? Have you ever felt that pressure, or have you ever even been pressured or been told that, you know what, you need to be lighter, or you need to be a shade lighter?
Not at all. I think I've always liked what I looked like and how I mean, in my family, there's, my great grandfather was mixed, so there's a lot of fair people in the family. My mother, of course, was with a man who was quite dark, and so I came quite dark. And so, but I've never have siblings who are lighter, way lighter than you, actually. And it hasn't bothered me at all. I love the way I look, and I'm comfortable in my skin. I feel like, I'm liberal. I'm quite liberal. I don't know what goes into somebody's mind or what makes them look great, feel great, and think they're gonna look great. However, I feel like the most important thing is that whatever you want to do to yourself, whether you want to get breast implants or you want your bum to be big, whatever you want to do, just make sure that you're doing that not for somebody else but for yourself, because we're so influenced by our society and things around us that people that go through these processes naturally almost all the time go through because of pressure and a feeling of not being sufficient. So if you're gonna do it because you feel like that's what makes you happy, that's different, but do not make anybody happy by doing any of these things. I've never felt any pressure whatsoever to look any way. I love the way my nose is, I like the way my arms are, I like my African booty, I like everything. I'm 100% content with it.
That is nice. What would you say to a female who is starting up in the music industry, or someone who is trying to find their feet in the music industry?
Well, like I always say to people that, you can always have a mentor, but you are always 100% going to be special. You're going to be unique. You're going to be different. Strive hard. You can have a talent, you can have passion, but the most important thing is to work hard at it. A lot of time people think that you sit back. I've been doing music for 13 years, and every day I still feel like I'm working hard. So do not be deterred by what somebody says about you or how you look like, or how you should look like. I think that's be confident in yourself, and the only way that people appreciate you if they see how confident you are with yourself. People naturally gravitate to you. So all the girls out there, push hard. Don't be deterred. Follow your passion and work hard at it.
Oh, you said that with the voice that I like, so deep. Boom, boom, boom. So they have to listen to us. I'm going to read this message out. I've got 7 minutes to go. But this one is from Frank Francis. It says, "Hi, Becca. Good to have you. You look so beauty-wise." We're streaming live, by the way. So people,
I keep licking my lips so that it's not dry.
So it says, "You look so beauty-wise. Enjoy your stay in Nigeria, and please help preach the gospel in Ghana about Nigerians. We aren't as bad as they portray. We are good and loving people. I stayed in Ghana for 5 years, and it was difficult to build that relationship. Be an ambassador of peace." Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. That message is
100%. But that even as a Ghanaian, I get that a lot. People think, "Oh my God, why did you do this? Why are you married to a Nigerian?" or all those kind of things. You get that. You get that a lot. And I am changing the narrative because I speak to them. I say, people, and it's just a perception. People have this thing in their head, and when you're talking about so many things, they think it's Nigerians. But I keep telling them that it's only because Nigerians are popular, and Nigeria is a big place. But there's so many people who are doing certain things that are worse. Even here in Ghana. And so I think that for us, let's just all come together and make this work. At the end of the day, like I keep saying, we're all Africans. Aside the fact that we're Africans, we're all human beings, and we deserve an opportunity. One person's mistake that shouldn't reflect on like the millions of people out there. So I'm definitely one person that I'm going to take that upon myself, because I feel like that narrative needs to change.
Yes, I mean, you're half Nigerian now, so you might as well.
You know what I mean now? I don't have a choice. So
can you speak anything in Yoruba?
No, I can't song. What again?
You say what again?
Yeah.
Yoruba is better than mine, by the way. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But I'm not Yoruba. But
what else? Not, huh?
I'm not. So what else do we look out for you? I know you have a song that's out that you're promoting. You're in Nigeria for this. What else is coming? The end of the year is in, a couple of months, a couple of weeks. Let's just say a couple of days, minutes. I can smell December.
Yeah.
So what should we be looking forward to? Yes.
December is going to be litty in Ghana.
What?
Everyone is coming to Ghana.
I want to go. I actually want to go to Ghana for... It's Afro Nation.
It's a year of return, right? Everybody's coming to Ghana. All the concerts, every concert is going to be in Ghana this year. This December, from November to December, is going to be the place to be. So we're going to be quite busy. At the same time, I'm working on the album coming up next quarter. And so it's going to keep me, grounded as well. And I have my own project. I do a lot of CSR,
Yeah.
not CSR, social responsibility as well. That's the corporate. I educate girls on the importance of taking care of themselves, in their periods, because girls don't go to school. That prevents a lot of girls from going to school when it's time of the month as well. So it's something I've been doing from 2017. I mean, I had a little break, had a baby, but, I'm back again now, and I'm doing
You don't
it big
look like
time,
you had a baby.
So in Ghana, we have everybody, UNFPA, Ministry of Education, Gender Ministry, Ministry of Health. Everybody's part of it now, and we want to make it big.
Okay.
So eventually I'm going to speak to some of my sisters here, and see if we can bring it here. Let's let girls stay in school. Periods and menstruation shouldn't keep girls out of school. So it's important to talk about it.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
joining
for having me here.
I know
Thank
that
you.
the whole world should know you by now, but if no one knows or someone listening doesn't know how to reach out to you, how do they find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram and Twitter, and it's the same name. It's Becca Africa, BECCAFRICA. So
All
if
right.
you can go on Twitter and Instagram, just DM me, and then we'll respond.
Thank you so much for being
Thanks
with
for
me.
having me.
Yeah, it was a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure hanging out with Becca, but I have to go as well, but I'll be back here tomorrow from 11 a.m. up until 3 p.m. And for the next hour, we have the best of EDM coming up, and Jasper is on from 4 to 9 on the Super Drive. It's been an amazing time. Follow me on my socials as well at Charity OWOH. There's Charity OWOH. Follow us here at Hot FM _ Lagos. We got the juice for you. Everything you need, everything musically, you find it here at Hot FM. And remember to share your smile with the world. It's a symbol of happiness, peace, and friendship. From me and Becca, it's bye.
Bye-bye.
Lava Lounge on Hot FM Lagos.